What's up, everybody? Hobby with Cage. We're in the 200s now. I got a lot of really nice messages. Keep them coming about the new 5-minute format. And this is 3 days in a row. I used to do a daily episode for a long time. It was nice. I felt more connected to the hobby, more connected to you guys. Got a lot more DMs when we were doing something every day. And, somebody sent me a really nice message yesterday saying, you feel like part of a family, right? Like you wake up, your family's in your house and, you're at some point in the day, you hit play and there's the family member, whether you're taking a dump or at the gym or whatever. I don't know how much of a workout you're getting with a 5-minute episode, but it is what it is. But I got a lot of messages yesterday saying, keep doing these. So here I am, keep doing them. I did get another message yesterday about, we'll talk about that message in a second, because this episode is brought to you by Blinker Trading at Arena Club. Gotta remember that. It's 5 minutes. I gotta get that in there. Another message yesterday talking about yesterday's episode. And guys, they're only 5 minutes. There's only 2 of them so far. So go back and listen to them. Tell me what you think, because maybe we'll play on each one of them. We'll continue. Who the hell knows? But yesterday's episode was really more about kind of where my brain is in collecting and how it's, about the chase more so than the card, and how I've really, reconfigured and changed my collection and how I'm collecting and, what pieces I'm buying. They asked some questions about it. Everyone asked what it is I'm consolidating into. Everybody, what am I buying? What are some of the new pieces? And I gave a few pieces of info out to folks. But one of the better conversations I had over DM yesterday was, what about new stuff? How do you keep up with the new stuff? How do you stay on top of it? And do you have any interest in it? And yes, so I don't want to gloss over it. Ian and I still open cards. He's buying stock. Everybody who knows this knows my Friday thing with him. I try to open cards with him on Friday, or I give him the option to buy stock instead of cards. This week, we opened cards here. I actually have the box right in front of us. He wanted Pokemon, and we were able to get a nice box that's like Destined Rivals. You can't really see it because of the... Yeah, there you go. Destined Rivals box. We opened a box. He got a nice card, like a gold card, pretty rare. And we had fun doing it. I have no idea what the hell I was looking for, but he does. And there's something to be said about that, right? There's something to be said about just, having fun opening. And, what I've done with the stuff that we do kind of on the Friday and the budget we're doing Friday is I almost treat it like it's its own thing. There's been this debate, right, about like investor versus collector. I don't even know if this is collector even. What I do on Fridays. Sure, we have some cards that we keep and we grade and, get put into his collection. But even that, I wouldn't even really call it collection, because what he does is, when he grades the cards is he takes it to a show and sells it, or we sell it on eBay, or, we sell the stuff and use the money to buy more cards. It's a different type of churning, I guess, than what I'm doing with my PC and, churning my inventory of old vintage cards into, other type of stuff. But I have fun doing it. It's a different kind of fun, right? And I wanted to make sure that you guys knew, and that, that in answer to this DM that I got yesterday, that this person knew also. I have fun in various ways in this space. I don't know if any of it that I'm doing now I would call straight collecting. I don't know. I kind of don't care about what terminology is used, but I wanted to make sure everybody understood, and everybody, you can do it your own way. I'll say that a billion times. I'm not just selling all my cards and buying one card or 2 cards or 3 cards. I'm still doing this. I'm still opening cards. I got stacks of like heritage cards, and soccer. He's getting me into soccer, so I buy soccer cards. And there is a different type of rush with that, right? There's a different type of excitement where you're opening a box of cards and hoping to get something good. Often you don't. But that's a fun part of the hobby also. I don't know if I'm going full into, breaks and breaking mode and stuff, but some people love that. And I understand the high and the rush of that too. It's a different type of excitement. It's a different type of fun. And, I really do believe there's room for all of it in this space. Some people told me that their biggest high is winning something at an auction house. Getting into that, they're bidding more in extended hours, and they, I won it. I got the card. I always feel like somebody screwed me over if I'm in a bidding war and extended bidding. I always feel like, I won that card, but like, who was that mysterious person who just cost me all that money? But somebody sent me that message and said that's their favorite part of the hobby. I mean, like I said, to each their own. But I just wanted to jump on and kind of, it's almost like I don't want to say a part two to yesterday, but it's like a counterpoint. Like, yes, I love what I'm doing now and trying to consolidate it to some real nice pieces that I like. But I also want to make sure, that's not it, right? That's not all I'm doing. And, it's, I think you can have fun almost any way you like in the space. And that's kind of what makes it a cool hobby. It's not just gluing model airplanes together and putting them up on a wall and looking at them. There's so many different ways to enjoy this hobby. And, I'm over 5 minutes. So I'm going to take 5 seconds. Congrats to Seablez, man. Go over and look at his page. I mean, good for that kid. I come on here, I make, sports card content. He was making content. He was dancing. He was taking his shirt off. He was doing crazy stuff. And, he pivoted into the sports betting. He lives out in Vegas. And good for that kid. Nice big bet on the Pacers. I mean, I was hoping for the Knicks to win, but good for him cashing that bet and, give him a little respect. Put a little respect on Seablez's name. Good for him. Anyway, that's 5 minutes. It's actually like 6 minutes today, so I apologize for that. I went a little over, but I hope you're enjoying this. Hope you enjoy your weekend. Hope you like this new format. Let me know, and if you don't, let me know also. But I'll be back tomorrow. Talk to you guys soon. Take care, everybody.